Namaste, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Krishna, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. So brothers and sisters, in one of my video, which I will upload today along with this video hopefully, I spoke about the origin of untouchability in Bharat, showing you all that it was not related to Sanatana Dharma. Most of the literature that's out there on that has deliberately been corrupted in the very beginning, and subsequent academics and academians ran with that without challenging it, and it became further entrenched. As I said in my video that I will upload today along with this video, that untouchability emerged because of Buddhism. Buddhism was in its primacy in India, in Bharat, when untouchability emerged, because Buddhists viewed people who engaged in the killing of animals, sale of meats, handling of dead bodies, handling of dirty work as untouchables, as polluted, right? This is when Buddhism was entering a more I don't want to use the word militant or orthodox phase, but they were very stringent about cleanliness and detachment, non-violence and all of these things. So maybe they use a stigmatization to move people away from those occupations, especially the killing of animals or handling of animal byproducts, as a way to discourage people from participating in those. However, the outcome was the rise of untouchability, the rise of outcaste, and the caste system, more or less. Not the caste system, but untouchability being a part of Indian society, not just Indian society, Chinese and Korean and Japanese society as well. And you must know that Chinese, Korean and Japanese society did not have Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma, and yet untouchability arose there as well. Okay, this is just a reminder. Anyway, so what I said to you is that untouchability, the low caste, all of these things, that we're not that. We're actually part of the skilled workers, right? This is what the Shudra caste is, what the Shudra Varna is. It's about skilled people, iron workers, the boat rowers, the cotton weavers, the potteries, all of these things. These are skilled jobs, right? In the modern context, it will also be like doctors, iron workers, coppersmiths, goldsmiths, all of these things. They would fall under the skilled caste, which is the Shudra caste, okay? In fact, doctors, if you were to, and dentists, and forensic pathologists, they would actually fall under outcaste, untouchability, because of the fact that they deal with blood, dead people, and disease. Okay, even biologists would fall under that. Okay, but because these are reputable occupations, careers, people just want to hide the fact and deny this. But no, because they try to control the narrative, and I'm telling you, you need to take control of the narrative. Anyway, I touched on affirmative action, right? I was struggling to remember the term, the concept. Affirmative action in the US and in a few Western countries, I guess it would be mostly Canada, United States, and the UK. Affirmative action was meant to correct the historic wrongs meted out to basically the African people of African origin, African heritage, right? Because of systemic discrimination, systemic racism. And I told you, and I pointed out to you, that this system, and India has its own version of this. This system, what it did was benefited people of non-African heritage the most notably white women. And this is why I'm saying to you, this reservation system, this subsidy system in Bharat is not good for you. What you need is basically every one of you should be able to go to school, have good access to good schools. Every one of you should be able to go to university, have access to good universities. These organizations should be geared towards you and staffed with the best people, and you all should get in there. And not only that, your mothers your grandmothers, your grandparents, your fathers should also be uplifted and skilled and rich and move ahead. Okay, this should be targeting the entire population, not just reservation, where you get a bit of a small pie. No, you need to get something where you can build unlimited pies, if you understand the analogy. Okay, so reservation actually holds you back, and it actually benefits non people who it was not designed for. Okay, and it benefits them unfairly, because they're able to produce fake documents or able to lie and gain benefits. Not only that, the people who are supposed to implement these programs, they manipulate these programs so that it can benefit their friends and families. Okay, this is why affirmative actions and subsidies will hold you back. It looks like, it looks like a helping hand, but it's a handcuff to a chain and ball. Okay, it's a chain and ball basically weighing you down. This is why I'm against that. We need a program run by us, for us, to uplift all of us, not just a small tiny percentage whom would seem themselves as better than us to begin with. Okay, I also said to you that you will find addicts who think that they are different from other addicts. And when I say that, they mean that they are better than addicts. You'll find alcoholics who think that they are better than other alcoholics. You will find homeless people who think that they're better than other homeless people. Similarly, you will find people who are, Shudras, outcasts, low caste, scheduled tribes, other backward caste, who thinks that they're better than the rest of them. Okay, these are facts that must be confronted, and and these are the ones that will actually benefit. They will hold you back so that they can lead you, and they can, become wealthy from that, and they have no incentive to actually help you, none. But then you may ask, why am I different? Well, guess what? I'm already there. I have nothing to gain by doing this except that I want to do this. For me, the way I benefit is being successful in this. It's not monetary. It is not monetary. It's a sense of accomplishment for me. So when the community, when all of us progress, I will feel successful, and I cannot feel successful unless this happens. I am as it stands, I am financially secure. I am well off. I don't experience where I'm located, where my life is built. I don't experience this. Okay, do I experience other form of oppression and discrimination? Yes, I do, but it has nothing to do with my caste. Okay, in fact, most people would not have known my caste unless I did not mention it. Okay, so my caste is not an issue, but I'm coming out there because I actually want to uplift you, and I know 100%, unless unless we are uplifted, Bharat will not emerge. And I said to you in the scriptures, it is our time. This is ordained by the divine, that this is our age and we are supposed to rule. And if we are not ruling, if we are not leading, if we are not successful, we are not doing as required by the divine. Okay, we're not doing. The text, the scriptures, the sastras have been corrupted, and we need to correct that as well. Okay, and it has ironically hasn't been corrupted. Well, it has been corrupted by some Brahmins, but a lot of the corruption has happened by missionaries trying to convert us. Okay, and one of the things that I want to point out to you guys, is that surprisingly, most of us don't know about this. We don't think about this, but we are situated to be healthier, more resilient, and basically superior to the other castes, because we really don't have a dietary restriction unless we impose it upon ourselves. We don't have a career restriction unless we impose it on ourselves. We basically have no restriction. We have none. Okay, we are in fact very blessed to be who we are. We are not restricted. Okay, but we have allowed ourselves to have others take control of our narrative and tell us who we are. And they are lying to us to keep us subjugated so that they can continue leading us and position themselves as saviors. These people have a savior complex, wanting to be saviors, and by wanting to be saviors, they keep us oppressed. This is what I've drawn comparison to Stalin, who wanted to be savior but killed millions. Same thing Mao was doing, same thing that Kim Un-jung, whatever his name in North Korea, is doing. This is what they do. They keep us oppressed. The people who tell us that they are on our side, who are for us, they keep us oppressed. They enjoy unlimited luxury and power and benefits while we suffer. Okay? So I am telling you, do not fall for those who try to lead us while benefiting from us and we see no benefit. Okay? We must see benefit. And my movement is about providing benefits for us. Okay? While, I'll be honest with you, while the movement may not be able to give us this generation movement, while we may have to sacrifice our today, we will have our tomorrow, but most importantly, our children, our grandchildren, and our descendants will have a tomorrow free of discrimination, where they will be seen as the superior being, because we will employ knowledge to ensure that we produce kids that are healthy, genetically sound, and intelligent. Okay, the knowledge is there. We need to implement it. If you understand what I'm speaking about, you will know that this is not the ravens of someone who is rambling, but this is basically the first sound, the first call that we will emerge, and we need to emerge. Okay, we are not going to be random in our reproduction. No, our reproduction will be selective for the best attributes that humanity has to offer. Okay, this is why we will emerge superior, you know, and those that do not join us and be part of us will by default become inferior. So my brothers and sisters, this is what I'm saying to you. Okay, this is what I'm saying to you. Being us is actually great. We have no restrictions. There are no limits placed on us. There are none. We are highly adaptable, we are flexible, and we're capable. And most importantly, in Dharma, we are chosen to rule this age. We are supposed to be the ruler of this age. Dharma, the Lord, the Brahman, God has ordained this. So I am asking you, I am pleading with you, please take control of your narrative and take control of your destiny. You are committing sin by not taking control of your narrative and destiny. And your destiny requires us to be at the forefront, not behind, not oppressed. We are supposed to be at the top. Okay? This is what I'm saying to you guys over and over again. Look it up in the scriptures and the Shudras. We are supposed to be at the top. This age is for us, and we need to take control of this. Okay? Stop thinking that we are oppressed because of Dharma. Dharma is telling us to take control, to be at the top. Okay? So fall in love with Dharma, because Dharma is telling us we need to be at the top. Okay? So we are not oppressed. We have allowed ourselves to be oppressed and remain oppressed. Now we need to free ourselves. We need to free ourselves from our mental beliefs, our fake leaders, from these socialists, communists, liberals. We need these missionaries and these foreigners and these white saviors. We need to free ourselves from them. We need to take control of our narrative. Okay? We need to take control of our narrative. There is nothing that we are not capable of. I myself, I have 3 degrees plus, 2 bachelor degree. I have a technical certificate. I have a graduate diploma, which you require to get a graduate diploma. You need a bachelor's degree to get that. And I have a master's degree. If I wanted to, I can easily become a doctor. I wonder if that would be a challenge. If this videos go viral, I will work on becoming a doctor. Just for the hell of it. Not because I want to, but because I will prove to you that I can do it. And that show you that there's no limit to what we can do. Okay? There are no limit to what we, the Shudras. And when I say Shudras, I mean I include all the low caste, outcasts, scheduled tribes, and other backward castes in this. Okay? Because in Dharma, there was never outcasts. You became an outcast when society cast you out, and you could have been a Brahmin, a Kshatriya, a Vaishya, or a Sudra. But basically, you were a prisoner, somebody who committed war, somebody who was on the run, somebody who society did not want to see because of your actions in your life at that time. Okay? Such as, doing things to minors, women, harming people, stealing, all of these things. That's what makes you an outcast, not your birth. Okay, not your birth, not your occupation. Outcast is not a concept in Dharma. It only entered Dharma when Buddhism became dominant in Bharat. Okay, so my brothers and sisters, please do not follow fake leaders who only get rich off us, and take control of your narrative. Be proud, because we are ordained by the Supreme Being to rule this age. Okay? We have over 410,000 years of primacy left. We need to take control of it. The fact that we have not done, we are committing sin by not being at the top. Okay? We have to be at the top. All of us have to be at the top, not just a few of us. And this is what this movement is about. It's about putting us at the top, where everyone will be begging to join us, that will be striving to join us, that will compare themselves to us, because we are the apex. We are the acme of human accomplishment. Okay? So brothers and sisters, please think about what I'm saying. Look up the Shudras. We are supposed to be the leaders of this age, and we need to take it back. Remember, the Mauryan Empire, the Nanda Empire that stopped Alexander, and the Vijaya Empire were led by Shudras. And when I say Shudras, they were not just Shudras, they were low caste. Like low caste, they would be considered untouchable today. Even Chandragupta Maurya himself was a tribal. Okay? With that, I will leave you. Please think about what I'm saying. And please share this video with everyone, please. Okay? If this video hits 1 million views, I will work towards becoming a doctor, just to prove to you guys that I can do it. Okay? With that, I say Namaste, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Krishna, Bharat Mata Ki Jai.